guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Whitney. It's good to have you here as always. For the returning subscribers, thank you so much. For the new ones, feel at home, consider subscribing and be ready for more content in this channel. So as you've already seen the title of this video, I'm going to share with you tips on how to save as a stay-at-home mom, and it can also apply to anyone else. And yeah, let's get straight to the video. I've stayed at home since last year when I stopped working, and I've really learned a lot, especially when it comes to finances. Being at home not working can be overwhelming when you're used to touching money, then all of a sudden you have no source of income. So these are the things I've learned over the past 1.5 years, and I would like to share with you. So if you have a book and a pen, it will really help you. So the first one is save, save, save. Save as little as you can. I have some notes with me, that's what I'm referring to. So it doesn't matter how much you're getting, but I'm sure you can't stay at home and not get even 100 bob or something. So for me, any money that I get, save 10% of it. I know you get someone, maybe your hubby is giving you some cash, or you're getting more money from other places, and the best thing is to learn how to save. So it doesn't matter whether you save 10 shillings, 5 shillings, I promise you they really add up, and you'll be surprised by the amount of money you will have saved by the end of the day. So the second thing is shopping. If you know how to manage your shopping, things like food, groceries, toiletry, diapers, as a lady, you're the owner of the home. You're the one who controls anything that's around and everything that needs to be bought. So have a list of the items that you need. Prioritize. For example, we have local rice at the supermarket, which is cheaper than that which is at the supermarket, but that's up to you if you prefer that one. But as for me, there's no need of buying a kg of rice at 200 and something, yet you have like shori rice at 160 there. So you can save up those little coins here and there. The other thing, as a stay-at-home mom, I haven't had one, but you can control how you pay your house help or your domestic manager. I don't know the minimum, but around where I live, it's around 6 to 7k. Guess the minimum is around 4,000. So you can look for someone who is not so expensive, and that will be able to save money. Save for emergencies. You never know what tomorrow holds, and if Corona never taught you anything, I don't know. I really don't know. So for emergency, what I mean by emergency, this is a sum of money that you put aside and you don't touch it. Like, it's just there in case of anything that comes abruptly and you don't have money. It can be traveling, medical bills, school fees, anything. Just put that money aside. With the videos that I've watched on YouTube on people who are showing you or teaching you how to save, they say at least put 10,000. The minimum should be at least 10,000 that's aside somewhere, and you're not going to touch it. That is not your savings, that is an emergency fund. Then there is your savings that you can use anytime. So there are miscellaneous things that you need. That's number 6. I'm not even mentioning the numbers. So the first one I said is save. The second one is control your shopping, know how to prioritize. The third one is about domestic managers and the way you pay them. Then we have emergency fund as number 4. 5 is miscellaneous, not number 6. There is a point I've skipped, but 5 is miscellaneous. So for miscellaneous is for, as women, when you go out, when you're going for shopping, there are those few things that you may need there. That's what miscellaneous is. If you go and see a nice handbag, it's not a must, but you really want it, you can use that money. So you can set that money aside. So this also applies to any other person. If you are working and earning a monthly basic salary, you can, these are the things you can divide. You can have the savings, you can put some money aside for your shopping, for the domestic manager if you need one, for the emergency, for the miscellaneous, and the other points that I'm going to put. So the other thing is transport. If you're a person who goes to work daily and maybe the minimum transport that I know here in Nairobi you can use is 200 a day. That's going and coming back home, to and from work. You understand? Excuse me. So you can set aside a sum of money for your transport. If you're using 200 a day and 5 times a week, that's Monday to Friday, that's 1,000 bob times 4, that's around 4,000. But you can add an extra 1,000 in case fare hikes, because you know you can fare is unpredictable at times. So you can put that aside if you're a working person. The other thing is savings. At least if you are working, make sure you have a certain amount that you put in your savings. That is not the emergency fund, as I had said. For the emergency fund, at least 10,000. For savings, you can say maybe I'll save 2,000 every month. I'll put it in a circle, I can put it in the bank or any other investment that you want to have. And saving helps. I wish someone told me earlier that you need to save and save and save, because I don't know. At times, with the age that I am and my peers, my age mates, do I see them spending money? I'm just like, Lord help you, because you don't know what is ahead. They really don't know, and I wish the youth could learn how to save early. It really helps. You don't save. You might save for different things. Maybe you want to buy something, blah blah blah, but save. Just make sure you have a savings somewhere that will help you. It will really help you. I promise you, it will really help you. Then to number 8, budgeting. So about budgeting, all the things I've mentioned, you can either have a book where you have written down all your expenses, all the needs that you need in a month, so that you can be able to know this money I'll place it here, this money I'll place it here, this money I'll place it here. Another way you can save or cut down that money is the envelope method. That is where you put this amount. If it's for rent, you put it in this envelope. If it's for shopping, you put it in another envelope. Miscellaneous, you put it in another envelope, like that. It will really help you know how much money you will have used and how much you will have remained with. I hope you get my point. Sorry about that, I just realized my baby was crying and had her in the background. Please bear with me. So let's continue. We were at the envelope method. So you can put aside your money like that by putting each expense in its own envelope. The other thing, nobody everyone likes going out, so you can put money aside for dates. If you're a family, you can go at least once or twice a month. You can say like, this week we'll go out for a movie, next week we won't go, the other week we can go somewhere and eat out. So put aside some money. Don't just be at home and do nothing. Go out, have fun. So that's another way of saving. Just put a certain amount, say like 5,000. This will be enough to take us for the movie and maybe to eat out, and that's it for the month, and you'll have fun. You don't have to complicate things, my dears. There is spend less than you earn. I know many people have fallen in this area. So this means do not impress everyone. This is hard with the generation that we have right now. Everyone wants to be seen. I have this certain of lifestyle. This is how I clothe. This is how I do this. And with my age mates again, the things that they invest in, you find someone buying. I'm not saying it's bad, but you don't have a source of income, so spending such money on some items, like you want an expensive phone, you want to have the latest shoe, you want to have the latest watch, like you impress people, yes, but at your own house you're in a mess. You have no food, you have debts, you have everything, just because you want to impress people. So spend less than you earn. If you're not earning, please, you don't have to do some things. Learn how to save. Put the money aside. If you knew how hard it is out here, especially if you have started a family, and I know most people are like, I'm not having a family right now, but kids do not have a specific time to come. You might just find yourself, you have a baby, what do you do next? Like, you have nothing. So I wish people would learn, especially the youth, the young ones, the ones in universities and colleges. You're just out of work. Have fun, but at the back of your mind, be smart. Make sure you have something of your own. Make sure you have something that you can invest in. And the best thing right now is not being employed, but employing yourself. It's always better to have your own job. You can control yourself, the working hours and all that. It's better than being employed. But I know there's some people who are just want to be employed. It's up to you. So avoid credit facilities. This one, Fuliza, Branch, Tala, what, all these companies, if I may call them companies, they really have great deals. Like, they'll give you money anytime, anywhere you want, and the interest that they give you, you'll see, this interest is low. Like, maybe you borrowed 1,000 bob and the interest is around 70 to 100 shillings. So to you, you're seeing this money is less. But in Swahili, it said, kukopa harusi kulipa matanga. So you never know when you're going to get that money to pay them back. The interest is still increasing. If you past the date that you are supposed to return the money, the interest starts growing day by day, and by that you end up seeing you spent less money and you are paying them back more, of which that money you would have used it somewhere else. So if you can avoid all these loan apps that are there, they really mess you up. I have a story, and trust me, it's not something that you like, and the calls and it's not fun. The other thing, if you are a person of parties and blah blah blah, host at home. The say it's a birthday party, a family gathering, what, you don't have to take them to an expensive place or a hotel. You can do everything at your own place. Make your own meals, host them around the house, buy the items that are needed, the disposable plates, cups, glasses, all those things are available nowadays, so you can, it's cheaper. Instead of taking people maybe at a garden, you pay for the garden, you pay for tents, you pay for seats, for the chefs and all that. You end up using more money than you would have used if you hosted people at your own place. So if you can host people at your own place, it will be easier for you. You can find someone to come and help you with the cooking, and you don't have to do something extraordinary. There's someone who tells me, give people what you have. If they don't like it, that's up to them. You have given them what you have. You don't have to impress people again. Pack your lunch. If you're a person who goes to work every day, pack your breakfast, pack your lunch, your snacks, because I know this is something out of my work experience. Before I knew how to pack my own food, I would buy lunch and breakfast. So it was that period of Corona. So you find I'm using around 400 for transport because prices had hiked, if you can remember. Then when I get to work, maybe because I was late, I woke up late and I wasn't able to eat breakfast. I end up using around 150 for breakfast, around 200 for lunch. So 400 plus 150, that's 550 plus 200, 750. 750 in a day, that's a lot of money. If you have ever worked or you know how to use your money, that's a lot of money. But when I knew how to pack my own food, I'll pack breakfast, and it doesn't have to be complicated, just slices of bread or whatever you have, and my lunch. So the place where I used to work, there are those small shops that sell snacks, so you'll find them that they have a microwave, so you go and preheat your food there and only pay 20 bob. So out of the 200 plus 150, that's 350. Out of the 350 that I would have spent to buy food, I only end up spending 20 bob, and the rest you can use. I'm sure everyone has needs, and every coin has matters on how you use it. So another tip is reduce and reuse. Nowadays everything comes packaged in plastic jars, and all sorts. If it's like for honey, they have those glass jars, and if you've watched many YouTubers for women, you know many women or many YouTubers or many homes use those things to store their spices. So instead of buying those tins, because they're around 100 to 200 depending on the size, and some are beyond 200. I'm losing my breath. You can save, so you have saved with those tins. So reduce and reuse, so you end up saving to buy those tins and whatever, and at the same time you're helping the environment and keeping it clean by reusing things. So this last point, it's not the last, so it's about shopping. I want to go back to shopping. One thing that you can do is buy in bulk. When you have money, if you have extra cash, make sure you buy things in bulk. That's like food supplies. You can never go wrong with food supplies in the house. You can buy extra kgs of flour, rice, sugar, and all those things. They won't hurt. They will help you. Like maybe you use 2 kgs. If you live alone, you use 2 kgs maybe in a month or 4, and you end up buying 6 or 8 kgs. So you end up seeing the money that you would have used to do the next shopping, the next month you won't be buying any shopping. The other thing is compare prices. Depending on which town you are and the supermarket that you go, you'll find out that if you shop, maybe this is just an example, Carrefour have cheaper prices compared to other supermarkets, and also have offers. So if you're near a supermarket where you see maybe here they sell this item at 200, here they're selling at around 180, 20 bob. Imagine you've got like 6 items, those 20 bobs, they really matter. You can buy something else, you can top up that money and buy something else. So compare prices. Thrift shopping, this is for clothes. You might find shops in town like Zari or whichever brand that you wear. They are expensive, yet you can go and find something cheaper of the same brand, and they don't have so much difference, and it's cheaper. So thrift shopping is better, and you find unique things. So it's good to enhance thrift shopping at times, and you will save more money compared to buying to the stores or the shops in town. Loyalty points, this comes to where you different supermarkets give loyalty points. They have that card for their supermarket, so the more you shop, the more points you get. So you might find at a time maybe you don't have this money to buy something, but your points are redeemable to buy the item that you need. So make sure you get to as many supermarkets, or have one major supermarket that has those loyalty points. They really come in handy. Then stop impulse buying. That is, buy what you need, not what you want. That's where prioritizing comes. Buy what you need, not what you want. There are things that can wait, and there are things that cannot wait. So learn how to buy the things that you need most. After buying them, that's when the other things come in handy. So I think that's all that I have for you today. But I have one tip for anyone who stays at home. You don't have to, and you're not earning, you don't have to have so much money so that you can save. Trust me, if nowadays people use M-Pesa, and if you're not using M-Pesa and you have cash, the extra coins or the extra change, or if you have extra money, you can save it. There are these teams, I know you have saved them. I have one with me, as you can see. They really help. So you can save your extra coins. I put all my coins here, and trust me, they really add up. If you have for M-Pesa, this is a video that I'll be doing on money market funds. You can save on your M-Shwari and the money market funds that I'll be showing you in another video. You can save as little as $1. So imagine you've paid something, then your M-Pesa balance is like 4 shillings. You transfer it there. Trust me, those little coins, they really add up. As long as you're not so much into how they're adding up, you'll find out that they really add up, and you'll be happy with what you're doing. So that's a tip for everyone who is not working and if you're a stay-at-home mom. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you like it, kindly subscribe, and see you in my next video on money marketing funds here in Kenya. And it's good to have you here. Thank you for tuning in. I love you all.